Okay, we're going to do our closure and reentry workshop agenda. So, this is the first question. How do you want your departure day to go?
Oh my god!
That is sad.
I know, it's sad. It's sad. But how do you want it to go? Was it Tamuna, since you're leaving first? Okay, I know. But, okay, so your plane leaves like at 4 in the morning. So
Yes.
we can't really do a departure day because you're going to be waking up and leaving. How do you want your first day?
Without crying.
Without crying?
Yeah.
Without crying would be nice because you're going to make everybody cry. But I hear that we're going to have a lot of people at the airport for you.
I know.
So,
Friends.
Yeah,
friends.
we're gonna cry a lot. That's not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Mommy, I have to step alone in there.
Yeah, but for the day before you leave, like, how do you want that day to go?
I don't want like some people coming and saying bye and bye and bye. I just want to go like a normal family day, you know, like fun, like normal day. No one acting like that I'm leaving,
Okay.
but not ignoring me either.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
just ignore you all.
yeah, like that, you know, not like a normal day, but a little bit more, like, you know, like we have family times like that.
Okay. We can make that happen. And you still need to pick out what you want for your meal.
I don't know yet.
Okay. Well, you might want to figure that out.
Donuts.
Huh?
Donuts.
Donuts?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. And Allie, how about you? Your departure day, how do you want it to go?
I guess I want like all my friends, my real friends that were there for me, like last day, like to say a goodbye for them because you're not gonna see them for God knows how much. So
Right.
I want to see them before I
Tell them to
leave.
come in airport. Mines are coming in airport. That's why I'm not worried.
Yeah. Little Lawton, Oklahoma's airport's going to be
Yeah.
full. Okay. What do you want to do for your host family before you leave? Yes, tell me. What do you...
Give hugs and kisses.
Aw, and we like
Yes.
hugs and kisses.
Hugs.
Hugs?
Hugs.
Lots and lots of hugs?
Lots of hugs and kisses.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we talked about this, but who will go to the airport with you?
A lot of people.
Yeah, friends, exchange student friends, family.
Yeah, everybody. Just about everybody. Everybody
Yeah,
you know
not
will
for
be
me
there.
because everyone will be left when it's my time to go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you're staying so late. So not a lot of exchange students, but still a lot of friends.
She's the last one. No one will be here. Exchange students.
Yeah,
And all of your family will be here. So, yeah. So
None
you'll
of the
still-
exchanges are gonna be there though.
Yeah, because they'll all be gone already. Yeah. Okay, all right. What suggestions do you have to keep in touch with your host family and host community?
Facebook.
Facebook is good.
Facebook.
And Skype.
And Skyping. Yes.
But Facebook is easier.
Yeah.
So on Facebook you can say, okay, let's talk on this time, and like that.
Yeah. And see, it was good like with the other exchanges, Jorge especially, who didn't have a Facebook before he came, and I told him he
yeah.
needed to create a Facebook.
Now he uses it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Facebook is a good idea. And, you know, it's very important to keep in contact with everyone, especially with your host family. Because,
I know.
well, you know, and for any of the other students out there, they need to because these people put you in their home for almost a year and you become family. And if you just go back home and forget about them, it kind of hurts. so yeah. Okay. And the your American friends that you made. I mean, those are going to be lifelong friendships
Yeah.
if you stay in contact. And, you know, they could eventually, when they get older, come visit you. Hopefully somebody can get into Saudi, but they can eventually
I'll travel. I'm going to Venezuela with my friends.
Oh, well, see? Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right. And how will you remember your year?
How I will or how?
I
How
have
you're
a
going to remember it?
plan.
What's your plan?
I'm making an album.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna like to decorate it with like a bunch of
Okay.
things from my
Me?
staying here, so it's gonna be real
Me?
cute.
That's, yeah.
I already have one whole package full of like papers, and for example, someone's like, "Hey, what's going on today?" or something, you know, like letters, or someone gave me
Oh.
chocolate. I have chocolate, you know, outside thing. Like I keep everything, and I'm just gonna have one huge box, and I'm gonna have the house keys, you know, the American flag.
Right? Well, hopefully we
gonna-
never change the locks.
I hope so, but I'm gonna put them in a frame. Like,
Oh, both of those are really good ideas.
Mhm.
Yeah, those are really good. Okay, well, I feel silly saying this, but okay, so you guys really should write thank you letters to your host families, schools, and communities, including a letter to the local newspaper's editor.
Okay, I'm planning to write for teachers.
Oh yeah.
But I have not written.
If we write to the newspaper editor, he can just put it for everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a really good idea.
Yeah.
Thank you for whoever made that.
Yeah, yeah, and so we can take you down to Walter's paper, and talk about it. And usually they'll do, depending on what it is. Sometimes they'll do the things for free, and even if it's not free,
guess that
it's
will
very
do
cheap,
free.
like $5 or whatever. So
I guess that will do free, right?
yeah, yeah, they might do it for free.
Because we're cute.
Yeah. Okay, the packing and luggage requirements. The requirements are the same as when you came over here. So. I've tried all year to get you girls to mail stuff home, which I think one of you guys did, didn't you?
Didn't work.
It didn't work.
They paid the program send us for another second bag.
Okay, good.
So it's good.
Okay, and you.
But my bag is full of souvenirs because of you.
I'm sorry.
Whoever is like planning to go to America and watching this video, you think it's hard. Try packing going back from America. Now that is hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is why I always try to suggest to the students that we have to mail things home. I don't know why yours didn't work out.
Yeah, this is why I'm
And
not
it's
sending
expensive.
things.
But yes, it's very expensive, but it's also expensive and Nahiki will tell you that. In the airport. In Nahiki, we had to go buy another suitcase to put all this stuff in, and then we had to pay for that suitcase. Because one suitcase was over limit, they wouldn't take it, so we had to buy another suitcase and put stuff in it, and then we had to pay the fee for flying it too. So
that reminded me of a story. So when I was back in Saudi and we had these orientations before coming to America orientations, one of the alumni told us that she had so many things and she went overweight and she didn't have enough money to pay for that overweight. So she had to open her bag in the airport and keep throwing things.
Aw.
Or just giving random people things.
oh, that's horrible.
The thing is, if you have coat, which takes a big place in bag, just wear it.
Yeah. Yeah, wear a lot of stuff.
If you have a big coat, just wear it.
Oh, right.
Because airplanes are usually very cold and it'll just help.
Right.
And you can use like a pillow.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay. Okay, well, you guys don't really have school books, right? Walters didn't give you school books to bring home.
I am taking my band music book.
Book. Okay. Have you talked to the
I have
music
to
teacher?
buy it. For
Yeah,
like
because that's the
$10.
thing. You could get charged, or we could get charged if you take any books.
I don't
So,
I'm getting it for
yeah.
like $10.
You don't have any unpaid bills, but if you did, you would need to pay those before you leave. But you don't have any. So did you guys use all the incidental funds, or do you still have money?
We
We're
still
using it.
have, yeah, we're
We're
using it.
We're using it.
We're
Okay.
using it. I just bought
Yeah.
me things and I'm using my money to pay
Okay.
for them.
Yeah,
Good.
like don't use the money until end of the until you have left 1 month. When you
Okay.
have 1 month left, you can use for presents and whatever you want. But before that, don't use because you never know what happens.
Right. Okay, and have you finished all your Flex and Yes projects and your presentations? You got all those done. You have
Yeah.
nothing left, right?
Nope.
Good. Y'all have done great with those, by the way.
Thank you.
Don't forget to participate in the end of year survey sent by email.
Oh,
Did y'all
yeah.
do that?
They send us both.
Okay, you guys need to do that. And the monthly survey on the student webpage. Have you guys done
Yeah.
that? Yes? Okay. Well, don't forget about that end of the year survey. Okay? Make sure you get that done. All right. How did you interact with people of other races while you were here?
Pretty well.
Pretty well.
Pretty well.
Well, you met some races that you didn't know about, right? Native
Yeah, Native
Americans.
Americans.
Native Americans, yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were only in the Pocahontas.
Yeah, me too. I was like, who are we doing?
Like,
And I expected First time when they said Indians, I expected them was like,
The dots,
yeah,
the
but
other
like,
Indians.
Then I was like,
I
oh.
expected
It was-
teepees. I was disappointed.
They don't still live in TVs, no.
Yeah, but this was really interesting. Especially we have Braden, who's a really good tour guide, let's say.
Right, yeah.
And yeah, we learned a lot.
Good, good.
Especially I have Ellie, and I've never met before Saudi.
Yeah, and see,
Saudi
that was
Arabia.
neat as both of you learned, you met not just American people and Native Americans, blacks and whites and everything else, but you got to meet other exchanges. So, I mean, and you guys got to meet Japanese people and Chinese people and Spanish people and all over the world and German people. So, I mean, that's really neat that you come
That
to
is really
America and you meet, so many. What did you think about the social classes in the USA?
What kind of social classes?
The social classes, like we're middle class. You have people that make less money than us, and you have people that make way more money than us. So the social classes, that's called social classes.
Okay.
So what did you think about it?
Well, basically, it's either you have a lot of money, or you don't.
Right.
Like, I guess it works that way.
Right.
I mean, it's not bad,
Mhm.
but it's not the best situation to live in. But like
Right.
it'll be good if you just don't spend like, I want the expensive
Yeah.
one. I want this food. I have to eat every day in the expensive restaurant. If you live like that, you won't have any money. But if you live like normal life needs, like buy whatever
You have to learn how to
okay.
manage your money.
Yeah, and it will be okay.
Mhm.
Other than
Like,
it's
that
good.
was a big lesson for me because
Yeah.
I'm Saudi Arabian. Managing money isn't about Saudi Arabia.
Right. Right.
And I'm Tamari, so I cannot manage money. I'm sorry.
It just happens to be that way.
Okay. Do you think that all Americans are equal?
No. In what
No.
way?
Well, do you think they're all equal? Do you think all Americans should be treated the same way? And
Oh yeah. I thought that
you think they're all equal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. And
Well, there are some of them who need good lessons about being closed-minded, but there are some.
Seriously.
and do you think that all Americans are free?
No.
No. Why?
No. Like, even given freedom, you are restricted to some points. But I think that's like really neat that y'all have a lot of freedoms that we don't have. Like, not even kidding. When I went to DC and I saw people protesting, I was like, oh my god.
They are free.
I know. I was like really amazed that no one is doing nothing to them.
Mm-hmm.
I was really amazed with
Because you
that.
can't do that in Saudi, right?
Nope.
You can't protest.
No.
Not even
No.
free hugs.
Not even free hugs. No.
Not even free hugs.
Oh wow. Wow. And what about you? What do you think? Do you think that all Americans are free?
Like, I mean,
And why do you think that some aren't free? Didn't you say you didn't think that?
there's some-
In some states, I know that like there are some black people that are still like suffer from segregation.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're all
yeah.
over the world.
yeah, it's all over the world, but I know that some states differ from other states, and there are some states that are still restricted in some points. And you'd think that like by now they'll be gone, but you're like, not really.
Yeah, that's the life.
And what about, not to bring up something controversial, but when we're talking about people, all Americans being free, what do you think about gay people? Do you think
They're
that they
awesome.
do you
Oh.
think that they have the same freedums as
Isn't
all
that
other
culture?
Americans?
Not really.
No.
Like, we're just in the transsexual bathrooms,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a big issue right now.
Yeah.
So they're
That's
not
what-
really. Yeah.
Right.
They're not really free, but after years, they're gonna be really free. It's gonna be like normal people.
Yeah, and we hope,
In
we-
America, I think first of all it's gonna be in America, and after, like, and it will go towards Europe and Asia,
Right.
Asia and like that.
right?
It'll spread eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kinds of activities did you guys participate in so that you can be involved with the diverse populations? What about when we went to
The Amish.
Oh my
Okay.
God, I love them.
They're so nice. We love the
Big
Amish.
Grandpa.
and what about when you first came here and we went to the big powwow?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. we did
I'm
so
already
many
forgetting things.
Me too. We did so many things. I'm like, what?
Yeah, so you guys did I mean you
learned
learned about the Native Americans, you learned about the Amish
I've
people.
never heard about Amish people. Either.
Hanging out with the other exchange students, we learned a lot about Germany and about China. I mean, China
Spain.
especially.
China.
About Japan, Thailand,
Spain.
Spain. I mean, you guys have learned a lot about Saudi Arabia
Yeah, really.
and Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
I didn't even know Georgia was a country.
So you can say you really learned something.
And how can you take what you've learned or seen about diversity in the USA back home?
Like I guess, like one thing, we can tell people that Georgia is a country.
Yes,
Not
that's
the
true.
States.
It's not a state in the U.S. It's actually a country somewhere, and that I guess, how do I say it? Like people have a lot of stereotypes about everything, so you can tell them about these stereotypes and tell them if they're true or if they're false. Like when I first came here, everyone was telling me the US is so cheap. I come here, I'm like, no, it's not. I was really surprised by the prices here, especially when I saw the gas prices. I was like, what? We paid like $5 for this.
He's like, it's 50.
Oh yeah.
I was disappointed about fast food.
You were disappointed about fast food?
Yeah.
What about it? What were you disappointed about?
We never go
We
there.
never eat it because the thing is Americans eat fast food all the time, so you were
Yeah.
surprised that we
That's
don't.
It's just that we eat a lot like outside restaurants. Like I've never tried so many countries. It's like Thai food, Indian food, Chinese food. Well, so many.
Yeah.
The diversity
I didn't
in
expect that either.
restaurants is amazing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it too.
Okay. So what do you think your return home will be like?
Weird.
See my mommy.
Yeah, you get to see your parents and
Okay, your
grandparents
mom's there
and
all the time. But me, I get to see her really. It's just gonna be 1 week, but still, I'm so happy.
yeah,
I'm
that's
double
great.
happy.
That's great.
Like I'm excited to see them.
Yeah,
But I feel
they're
like
all excited to see you guys too. You guys have been, and especially now that I know that Aaron's going, it's
Yeah.
probably been really hard
I
for
got
them.
used to it. I got used to it.
Oh, yeah, but I don't know if your parents have gotten used to it or your grandparents.
My parents are used to it.
It's
Oh.
funny, like I call
It's
them.
fine.
My mom doesn't even remember that my bed is my bed. She's like, your sister sleeps on it all the time. I don't even remember when it was yours. Like, really, mom?
Well, what political, economic, or social changes have occurred since you've been in the USA in your countries?
Oh.
ISIS attacks.
Huh?
ISIS attacks.
What about women being able to vote now?
I know. And my mom is one of the first ladies to work in the government.
I'm so
Yeah.
proud of that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Oh, like it's Allie's mom.
So awesome.
Yeah, and what about in Georgia? Has
What?
anything changed in Georgia?
They're part of
my
Europe now.
God. Oh, actually, yeah.
They're part of Europe
Yeah,
now.
you became part of Europe officially, and also some.
I didn't know it wasn't part of Europe.
You didn't know it?
No,
It
I
was
didn't know that.
Eurasia.
Yeah, it was in the middle,
Oh.
so it was Eurasia, but now it's Europe,
Oh,
and now we're more protected from Russia.
oh, well, that's good.
Mhm.
Good. Wow.
What changed? Some ministers changed, and yeah, that's all.
Okay. What changes have occurred in your natural families, city, or your home since you have been in the United States? So your families or in your towns, anything?
No.
Well, your mom. That's one thing that changed.
Well,
My
I think
sister started working.
Your sister started working.
And she's
That's great.
graduating in 1 month.
Yeah.
University, so that's
That's
all.
awesome.
Maybe a lot of my family members got engaged.
Oh.
Probably, most likely.
Oh.
Our chicken died.
Your chicken died?
I'm just kidding. That's the change for me.
Wow. Okay. What suggestions can you give to help other Flex and Yes students preparing to return home?
Have fun.
Well, you
Like-
see every day, every moment. Have fun. And I appreciate everything.
I know a lot of students don't really like their host families, especially that they like a lot of things happen, but just enjoy the last of what you have. You're probably not gonna have it ever again. So just enjoy what you have. Go out with friends, have fun with the rest of what you have.
That's good. That's good advice. What ways can Flex and Yes students leave an impact on their host family and host community?
Smile a lot.
Yeah. Laugh, sing, dance, be happy, enjoy life. You live once.
Yeah, and go ahead.
Be yourself. Like the only way that you can show people about you and about your host or your country is by being you. Don't try to be someone other than yourself.
That's really good. That's really good advice. Have your personal goals changed over the year?
Not really. Mine not really.
Yours not really.
Hers completely.
I want to be an interpreter now. Or someone who makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
Basically, someone who makes a lot of money and works with languages.
Yeah, and you should do that because you know a lot of
She
languages.
is.
So, yeah.
I'm good with languages, so
You are. You are.
We can see that.
So I'm going to learn more languages, and I'm going to work with languages and make a
make
lot of
more money
Make a
and-
lot of money.
Yeah.
This is the ultimate goal here. Make a
Is
lot
to
of
make
money.
a lot of money.
And then take us in Disneyland.
Yes. I'm rich enough.
Wow.
Well, I'm sure you'll love what you're doing, and I'm sure you'll make enough money to survive at least in Saudi. Okay. How will you apply what you have learned in the USA in your home country?
We can like start volunteering things. It's already started in my community, but we can start our own projects and things like that.
And that's a wonderful thing. When I was in Florida and they brought back an alumni, he was an exchange student like 7-8 years ago or whatever. And in his home country, he has done amazing things with community service. Since he went back, he started a lot of things. He's gotten a lot of people involved, and he learned it all because he was a Flex student, and did community service while he was here, and he carried that over to his home country, and that's a great thing. Yeah. Anything else that you've learned that you're gonna take back to your communities?
Go to an American college.
Go.
Go to an American college. Trust me on that one.
You should go first.
Anything, Tamuna?
No, not really.
No, you didn't learn nothing. What skills did you learn in the USA that will help you with your future?
Managing money.
Managing money.
Managing money.
Yeah, we're still learning it, but we got better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a few months now. We know a little bit. Like, sometimes we mess up really bad.
Really bad.
Like, seriously, but we're still on it, but
Yeah, we're getting
we've
better.
learned quite
Pretty
a we learned quite a few things during our stay here about managing money.
Well, that's a good life lesson. That'll help you in the future. So, and what about the USA will you miss the most?
Food.
The food?
I'll miss pizza. American pizza is very different. I'll miss the pizza, and I'll miss y'all. I'll miss Walters.
I will miss like normal day.
Yeah.
Like just going in school.
We're like,
Like getting up in the morning and
Right.
and coming home and here, walking around. I will miss that.
Oh, we'll miss that too.
you know what I'll miss really bad?
What?
Going to school at 8. In Saudi, we had school starts 6:15.
Ooh.
In Georgia it starts in 9:30, so I'm good. It's okay.
That's not bad. That's
It's
pretty
not
good.
bad,
Yours is horrible. That's
I
horrible.
know.
Okay. If you could give a piece of advice to a future Flex or Yes student, what would it be?
Take a lot of pictures. I'm
Yes.
not even kidding. Take a picture of
Why you
every
never let
little
me take
thing.
picture? Why you never let? I was okay, Ellie. Let's take picture. And she's like, no, no, no.
Okay, I was not a picture person, but now when I look at the pictures, I'm like, oh my god, I should take more. Why didn't I take more pictures when I first came here? I'm such an idiot.
And that is good advice. That's
Yeah,
advice I
take a lot
keep
of
trying to give Aaron for his trip in Italy is take lots and lots of pictures.
Write a blog, start a
Oh
blog,
my God,
and
yeah, it's
write
really
what
good.
happens, like a summary every week. We did this,
And-
we went here, I did that. That will help you remember years
another
and years
thing,
from
yeah,
now.
when you get first here, you have to manage Facebook and Skype things.
Yeah.
You might just want to cancel Facebook for like 2 weeks or something, because when you get here first, everyone will be like, do you want to hang with me? Do you want to go there? Do you want to go in a movie? You know, do you want to just go hang out? You know, so. But when you're like, oh, I have to talk to my friend back in my country, to my family, just tell them once in a week or once in 2 weeks. They'll be okay. You will get used to it. It's not hard, and you will realize that you're gonna go back. You're not gonna lose them or something. Just let them know that you're just busy here studying and everything, and yeah, just manage. contacting
Make good
people.
grades.
Oh, make good grades. Yeah, don't miss assignments. It's easy here. Just don't miss any assignment. It's easy to make grades here. Just if you just go with teachers, follow teachers what they tell you.
Future students.
It's official.
It's really easy here. I'm not
It
even kidding.
is. Just don't miss any assignment. But like second semester, you're gonna be so lazy. You have no clue. You're gonna become like an American student. American
Hey!
teenager. American teenager. They're gonna give you just one paper homework, and you'll be like, "Oh my God, this is too much. I cannot do it. Why they give me this much?" Yeah, but first month you'll be like, "What is this? Are they kidding me?" Yeah. So.
Yeah. At first, because you're so used to having so much homework in your country, that will give you a paper, like a
Yeah,
work,
like-
a work something, and you'll be like, "Oh, really? That's it? This is my homework for the day?
That's
Okay."
a joke.
By the end of the year, they'll give you the same exact paper. It'll be like, "Oh my God, they gave us homework. Are they trying? What are they trying to do?"
Okay, well, what changes have you seen? That goes into what changes have you seen in yourself since you've been in the USA?
I feel more independent,
Me
That's
too.
good.
Me too.
That's
but
good.
I feel a lot lazier.
I'm more encouraged.
Encouraged?
Yeah, more
Yeah.
encouraged. But I feel more scared that I'm turning 18, and I feel more scared that I have to deal with life.
Yeah, you're gonna be an adult.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm happy adults start at 9 in Saudi. I'm already over it. I'm like, come on, I've been an adult for like a few years now. I got it. Cute kitty.
How will you handle the jealousy that you may experience when you return home?
What?
How will you handle the jealousy
Oh,
that you may
like-
experience when you go home?
Just don't care.
You don't care?
No.
I'll talk to y'all in front of them.
So you're just gonna be spiteful.
Yeah, that's gonna really affect me.
Well, you could change that jealousy into the jealousy that those people are feeling into encouragement, and you can encourage them to try to
Not
become
everybody.
well, maybe some.
Yeah, we will try, but if not, I don't care. I had once. I had fun this whole year, and if you don't care, I don't care either if you don't care.
It's not hard to be an exchange student, so I'm gonna encourage a lot of people to become exchange students because it's really fun. It's
It
1
is.
year.
And you learn a lot,
It's
not
1
just about a
year.
country, but daily life in America, and yeah, you guys have learned a lot. Yeah. How will you handle it when your family and friends no longer want to hear about your experiences on the Flex Yes program?
If it's family, I'll be like,
Yeah.
too bad, so sad you're gonna hear
Yeah.
it anyway.
I'm
Because
sure.
it's family.
Yeah.
If it's friends, I know that it can be a little annoying when you keep saying after
Yeah.
every sentence when I was in
America.
I was in America and I did this and I did that. It can be annoying, so we'll have to manage that.
Ali's family, they have to listen to us. Really.
They'll
Especially
suffer
when you
through-
go on your computer through videos and pictures of like, oh my god, you know, we're here and this is my friend and then my family member, and you know, they'll be like, oh my god, I know that so well.
I'm like, you told us this like 3 times now? I'm like, too bad, you'll hear it again.
How has your view of the world changed as a result of your stay in the USA? How has your view of the world changed since you've been staying in the USA? Has it changed at all? Like, did you, well, besides fast food, did you guys have preconceptions of America before you came? Or how America dealt with other countries? Or
Yes.
anything about the world?
From our countries, America is the like another world, another like,
Yes.
I don't know. It looks like paradise
from
for everyone.
other countries, America's like fantasy land.
yeah. People don't have problems. They just have fun, and they never sleep, and you know they don't have to study, or like it looks like it from other countries.
Yeah,
you
but
come
then
here,
you
it's
can
like, no.
normal life.
Yeah, like some
You're like, this is normal. I've done this like in my country too. What? I thought y'all didn't sleep.
And being in America, you know, you may have had ideas about other countries while you were back home. Being in America and seeing how America deals with those countries, or seeing, you know, how those countries deal with America, have your views on any other countries changed?
Russia.
Russia?
Russia. I thought Russia was like a nice country. Like,
Really?
I
Come
thought
on.
they were cute because, like, my idea of Russia was St. Petersburg and Anastasia.
Oh, well.
Yeah, so like hearing all these bad things about Russia, I'm like, really?
Well, I don't like
I thought Russia was nice.
Well, you deal personally with Russia, so you
I
have a
like
different
Russia,
idea.
so.
But yeah, I mean, to me, it would be neat to be in another country and see the views from being in that country with other countries. You know, seeing how that country deals with issues with other countries, because America deals with a lot of issues with other countries. So, yeah, okay. How do you view your home country now in comparison to how you viewed it when you first arrived in the USA?
I appreciate it.
Do you appreciate your home
more.
country?
I appreciate it more, and I wish some changes would happen.
Yeah.
You're like,
You realize that there's no place the best than your hometown and your country. It has minus things too, you know, it's not the best place to live, but like with your friends, you know, the
Right.
hometown that you grew up, with that you realize that, yeah, that is the best place.
for me,
For
God knows Saudi needs a lot of changes. But I still appreciate it a lot, and like I hope a lot of things change in the coming years.
I'm sure it will. It's already
I
started.
feel like you're gonna help.
Small steps, baby steps, you know, it takes a while.
I
So,
think Georgia has really, really small
Teeny tiny
steps because
steps.
it's not really changing.
how do you think your family and friends at home will react to the changes in your physical appearance and your attitude? Because my God, Allie, you have an attitude. So,
Well, we're gonna have to live with it.
because you know,
Another one.
because you know your dad, Mustafa, happened to mention he thanked me one day, and he said, you know, I've seen Allie grow since she's, well, he said your real name, but I can't say it, but you know, he said I've seen Allie grow since she's been there. She's more outgoing, and instead of just sitting at
More
home doing stuff,
stronger.
she's out doing stuff, and you know, so.
Okay, I don't do things in Saudi because it's too hot to leave the house.
Oh my god.
But I've seen you both change in different ways since you've been here. And Allie, yeah, you've become more outspoken.
She's more strong and she's
She
like
is.
more
You
like,
when you first arrived, I can remember when you first arrived, And well, totally different from how Tamuna arrived, because Tamuna jumped off the plane and like ran and hugged me, and you were kind of more set back.
She was like,
Okay.
"Hi."
Okay, something about Arabs. All Arabs. We're not touchy-feely.
Right.
not.
But it's not just that. It was you were very quiet when you arrived. She's very outgoing and always has been. You though, you were very quiet when you arrived, and now you're very outspoken. I've noticed with you don't have a problem at all with talking to anybody. You
She's just like, oh, let me talk.
Yes, that's how you are, and you weren't that way when you first arrived. You were very quiet when you first arrived. But I think with doing the videos and you being one of a kind at the school, I think you
Seriously, one of a kind.
yeah, you've really grown a lot. And with you, I mean, yeah, you've always been bubbly and cheery and everything else, but I think you've learned a little bit to focus a little bit more on yourself. I think you've always
Yeah.
focused on a lot of people.
Yeah,
But-
I learned more that I have to care a little bit more about myself
Yes.
than like others.
Right.
That I have to care about my future too.
Yeah.
That I have to think.
Yeah, but I've seen you both change a lot since you've been here, and I think your families are going to be amazed by it. And what do you think about your appearances? What do you think your family and friends are going to say about your appearance when you go back?
They're like, you grew up.
My
'Cause-
family, okay. My sister's gonna hate it. Because that's how, like, what sisters do. My mother, she'll love it. My stepdad, he'll love it. But it's gonna be fun seeing how they react to it.
My grandparents will be like, oh, you grew up, you graduate now, and you're like a woman now, and you're 18,
She's gonna cry,
and you
they're
learned
gonna
so
cry.
many, and yeah, it's gonna be sad. My mom, yeah, for her, I'm always gonna be lit. I don't know why, but for her, I'm always 2 years
I'll
old.
tell you, it's the last child syndrome kind of thing. For moms, the one thing I've
Oh my
noticed
God,
about moms all over the world, when it's the last child, they're always kids. They never grow up.
That's true.
Why?
That's true.
Why? You're
Huh?
a mom. You're a mom.
I'm a mom, and I don't know. It's just it's with all my children. It's not just with Landon. He's my youngest, but my kids are always going to be
Growing,
my
you know,
kid.
they-
I can't see them as adults. I mean, Tana's
Yeah.
turning into a senior, but I can't get it through my head.
Yeah,
It's going to
definitely.
kill me when she goes off to college. I was all about Eric's ready to push her out of the house. I'm ready to set up a camper next door, right next to the house, and she stay here so I can still feed her and do laundry and make sure she's okay. I'm very worried as a mom of her going off. Aaron, I'm pushing my limits with letting Aaron go to Italy.
Yeah, you
But
won't
it's
be
great.
wrong.
But I keep in my mind that this is wonderful for him.
Yeah.
And that's what's got me going. But as a mom, it's like tearing me up inside.
No, when he comes
So,
back, you won't be worried about him going again
Right.
in university or
Right.
house.
well, he's going to grow so much on this
He will.
experience. So, okay, reverse culture shock. We're going to talk about that because when you came to America,
Ellie.
when you came to America, it was a culture shock because things are so different here than they are back home. But when you go back home, I think it's going to be a culture shock for you to go someplace that isn't back home where it's not America because you're so used to what you can do
I feel
here.
like I'm going as a guest in Georgia, and I feel like I'm gonna not feel comfortable there. Even at my house, I feel like I'm just gonna be like, oh, I have to go back at my home in America, I'm here for like 1 month. I feel like it's gonna be not comfortable with friends and school and going out and store. I feel like it's gonna be really weird.
Yeah, see, for me, I'm already prepping myself.
Yeah, because
It's-
Allie, for you, it's going to be a real major culture shock because you're so used to what you can do here in America.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And going back to Saudi, a lot of what you do here, you're not able to do there. So you're going to have to wear your abaya.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
In the heat.
Oh,
Yeah, in the heat.
In the
yeah.
I'm going back in summer. It's not gonna be pleasant. I'm gonna be slapped by that heat.
And there's going to be, I mean, you're going to, oh my gosh, what a culture shock for you because, I mean, you spend a year here where you can hang out with anyone
Yeah.
and you're going back to a
Right.
place where you can't. So,
Another
yeah,
culture
huge.
shock, it'll be that I have way too many exams, and here it's not that hard,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not okay. We have exams here too, but like
Mhm.
the ones that we have in Georgia, it's different.
They're harder.
They're
Right.
really they're really cold exams.
Right.
And straight from airport, I have to go in my school and pass 7 exams that I'm not even prepared for. Yeah, that's gonna be really culture shock.
I'm like,
Right.
good luck with that. I'm happy I'm done.
Yeah,
But yeah, you know,
like language, I'll be like, what is it saying? What does it mean? Like, I feel like it's
Right.
gonna be really weird.
well, you know, and that's what you should do. You have a little, Allie, you have a little bit more time because you're staying here so much longer. But Tamuna, that's something that you
It's
know,
like
the
from
next
school, you're
the
like,
next
they're
week
like,
or
"Oh,"
so.
and then they're putting me in that school, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, the next week or so, I think we need to focus on reintroducing you to your own country.
It'll be okay. Just
We'll watch it. We'll watch documentaries about Georgia.
Right, right. Okay, so there's a State Department alumni web address that you should register at. Have you guys done that?
I think
Why?
before I came here.
It's alumni.state.gov.
I've seen that, but like, why?
You should register at it for alumni because they keep you up to date on things like that alumni that we had in Florida. You know, they brought him back just to talk to us, explain what he's been doing in his country. It's a good way to stay in contact with all alumni throughout the world that were Flex and Yes students, getting good ideas from each other, learning about things that you could do for your communities, things like that. It's a good website to go to and register on. And do you think joining the Flex and Yes alumni is important?
It is. It makes you feel.
It makes
It
you.
makes you feel proud.
Yeah, and you should be. I mean, it was
The
hard to
whole
get the
group-
scholarships.
Yeah, whole group of Flex and Yes students. They're smart. They're open-minded, and they
Yeah.
experienced everything they experienced. So it's like.
Yeah,
really
we've
good thing.
all at some point shared something
Yeah.
that not a lot of people get to experience. So it's
Right.
really neat that like we can communicate with all these people.
Yeah. And there's an importance of carrying on the tradition of being a Flex or Yes student, don't you think? I mean, I think not only for the Flex and Yes students, but for America, having these students from other countries come over and teach people about their countries and cultures, and you know, it's a two-way street of learning about each other. She likes scaring you.
Ouch.
Come here, kitty.
All right, what new skills do you have that you could contribute to the Flex program alumni?
What
skills?
like to give
What
them?
skills? Yeah, what skills do you think personally that you have? Do you think that you have skills in volunteering now, or presentations, or
I'm creative.
you're very
More
creative?
ideas.
More ideas
More
of things
ideas.
that you could do.
Yeah, more ideas and not being scared to start the idea, make the, like, for example, if you want to make some kind of charity project, not being scared, like starting it and asking someone for help, or which way to do it, being more confident, and yeah, I don't know how to say
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, and that's another thing. If you're in that alumni, you can help to prepare future students. You know, sometimes they get the alumni involved in working with future students, and you know, a lot of alumni work for ASSE. Just like oh my goodness, what's her name? She was there in Florida. She's from Germany.
But
Can't remember her
in
name.
Saudi, a lot of former alumni were there to tell us about their
Yeah.
experiences.
See? And that's great. You guys could help prepare new students.
And the last orientation that, like, for preparing kids for the next year, kids this year will go to them and tell them about how their experience went and what kind of things they had to deal with. So that's really gonna be fun to do.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys need to go register there, and that way you can be involved in stuff like that. Because I think you two would be great at it. And think about ways of teaching others about the United States. You know, because like we've discussed before, in every country, and you've met some of them here. In every country, there's some people that can't or won't understand about other countries. And in your own countries, you know, I know we talk a lot about what other countries think America is great and stuff, but there's some that don't know enough about us to even think that we're worth a second look. You know, so I mean, you could help teach and spread the word about America, because we're not all bad. Some people think that we are, but we're not all bad. Every country has their problems, but America, you know, and America, even though not everyone has complete freedom, America has most of the freedom that some other countries don't have.
Has a lot of
Yeah,
freedoms.
you know. So the J1 visa 2-year home residing requirement, we talked about that.
I keep forgetting, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
after 1 year, I'll be back. And I'm like, well.
Yeah. But yeah, you have to. So with some countries, you have to stay home for 2 years after you finish your exchange program.
I don't
And if
understand why.
you for some reason can't go back to your home country or can't stay in it for the full 2 years, you could ask for a waiver from Homeland Security. So you might look into that, but yeah, that's it for the closure agenda. And so all I can say is we're going to enjoy the rest of the time that we have with you, and we're going to stay in contact. And in 10 years, I expect both of you back here. So, okay?
This wasn't too bad.
Yes, it wasn't too bad.
I expected
No one
kinda like-
cried.
I expected we won't forget you.
Well, we won't forget you. We won't forget
No,
you.
anyone can forget you.
Yeah, no one will forget you. But that was it. The agenda's over, and we're just gonna enjoy the congratulations, you survived. And we're just gonna, you know, within the next couple of weeks with you, enjoy every moment that
It's
we
not
can.
next couple weeks. You cannot say couple weeks. It's not.
Okay, we're gonna
Next week,
enjoy all the
Monday?
time that we have with you.
That's a lot of
Well, we
hours.
can.
Mhm.
Yes, a lot of hours. Lots and lots and lots of hours. And the next couple of months with you. So okay. Well, that was it. Good job. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.